October 7 is a day that changed my life. Not as a mayor. It changed my life as a human being. It changed my perspective for life. 6 o'clock, Shabbat, early morning, I made a walk through the beach near my house. I live in Moshav village, they call Bustan HaGalil, between Akko and Aria, with my 2 grateful friends. And after half an hour, I start to see at my phone a push that there is a missile attack to Tel Aviv. And I ask myself, 6 o'clock, 6:30 morning, Simchat Torah, Shabbat, a missile attack. And I say to my friends, I had a bad feeling. And I feel it in my kishke. And they say to me, Moshe, you are afraid to run with us? You want to go back? And I say, no. I have in my stomach a bad feeling. And I have a duty. I'm a mayor. And I have 8 communities, villages, kibbutzim, and moshavim that live on the border, like Kibbutz Chanita, Rosh Hanikra, Admit, Kibbutz Eilon. And I say to myself, I must go to my office and call my college. I call my CEO and my chief of staff. And till they came, I start to see in the media white tenders with guns getting to Jderot, getting to Ofakim. Weird, you know? Weird. And I tried to call the chief of the army. Nobody answered. Tried to call the chief of the police. Nobody answered. Tried to call 2 ministers, and nobody answers. Till they came, we see horrible things that happen, but without knowing what happened, who is them, and with whom can we contact. So, when we start to think what to do, I decided a very, very weird decision. In that time, it was a weird decision. I decided to send a message. We have a group message of WhatsApp, each village in our region. So I decided to send 8 messages to 8 communities that live on the border between Israel and Lebanon. And the message was very shortly. Please, take yourself and your family and get out from your home. That's what we sent to 8,000 residents, and we didn't know if they will get out or not. And after 2 hours, approximately at 12 a.m., I've got a call from the commander of the army. And he asked me, Moshe, did you decide to evacuate your residents? I say to him, no. I decide to offer them to get out. I truly thought that he wanted to yell on me, How can I do a silly thing like that? And what he say to me, Moshe, can you call to your college the other mayor in the north and tell them to do the same thing that you asked? And I asked him, why you do it? Why do you don't take the decision and tell them to do it? He said, the army is not allowed to do a thing like that, just the government. Please do it. And I called to my college and offered them to do the same thing. That was the first thing that I do at the 7th of October. After a day, in the 8th of October, a terrorist of the Hezbollah, Ridwan section, fought the fence near Kibbutz Hanita. 3 terrorists get into our area, and in this fight, the commander of Unit 30 in the north of the Western Galilee killed with his soldiers, and that was the first attack in the north, and from that day we evacuated 70,000 citizens, residents, from the sea through Metula and Kiryat Shmona for a year and a half. There was not just evacuated. There was a citizens without home for a year and a half, without job for a year and a half, without their land, their dog, their life. And just last March, we get it back. That was my perspective. And now, in those days, in my community, we get back more than 95% of the residents, and that is victory.
Well, it's on.